If Doom Eternal and Rock Band were mashed up into one video game, what would it look like? Oh, and by the way, not the whole Rock Band, mind you, but instead it would just be all of the death metal DLC tracks. That metal FPS fantasy is in fact real, and it's called Metal Hellsinger. It's a new game from industry veteran David Goldfarb, he of Payday 2, Killzone 2, and the Battlefield series, and his team at The Outsiders, and Goldfarb is very serious about it. This is no gimmick. I love Rock Band and I love Doom, he told me, and metal is underserved in the way that I wanted it to be served. There's the Brutal Legend way and the Doom way, and I didn't want to do either of those things. I wanted to treat metal like its own universe, end quote. He searched for the words before he added, I want to make the Paradise Lost of metal. You star as the Unknown, and her goal in this playable heavy metal album cover is to battle your way through the Infernal Places, aka the Thousand Hells, and destroy the ruler of Hell, Red Judge. Along the way, you'll be aided by Paz the Skull, voiced by Troy Baker, who Goldfarb said is both the game's narrator and an important weapon. As a massive fan of both Doom and Rock Band, I was eager to give a pre-alpha build a try. To my pleasant surprise, Metal Hellsinger had a lot more Rock Band in it than I was expecting. Sure, it's a first-person shooter, as Goldfarb put it. His team at The Outsiders is taking a shooter-first approach because, quote, we're f***ing shooter people. Why would we make a game on rails when we have all this experience making shooters? But there's a whole lot of Rock Band in here, too.
There's Minerva, otherwise known as Divine Abolisher.
As you perform better, shooting and slaying to the rhythm of the metal soundtrack, the music gets more and more intense. Eventually, the lyrics come in too, so it gets harder and harder as you get better at it. It has a 16x beat multiplier you can reach, just like Rock Band, that becomes fairly difficult to get to, let alone sustain. I learned that my aim was even more important while trying to build up multipliers against the demonic horde, and like in Doom, softened up enemies lit up for an up-close glory kill of sorts with the unknown Scythe after you deal them enough damage. But shooting to the rhythm of the beat added a compelling and interesting hook to the gameplay on top of the usual FPS trigger pulling. I wanted to build my combo up to get my score higher because, like in Rock Band, there's a leaderboard to climb in each stage. Talent from Trivium, Dark Tranquillity, Arch Enemy, and Soilwork, among others, are contributing to the soundtrack. Metal Hellsinger isn't due out until 2021 on PS4, Xbox One, and PC, with PS5 and Xbox Series X versions likely too. Quote, we are talking about what we could do with the new consoles, Goldfarb told me, and as Goldfarb put it to me after he finished his presentation on the game, music is joy. I couldn't agree more. For more on Metal Hellsinger, keep it locked right here on IGN.